Alright, hello and welcome back to the Steins visual novel. My name is Gamer Going For You, and we're just talking with Souza. We're just starting to talk to Souza here, after some successful replication of sending emails to the past. So let's continue. Okabe says, the kind you wouldn't believe. We're building the first time machine in human history. Nice of him to be so secretive. Souza says, huh? Cool. Okabe says, hey, shouldn't you be more surprised? Dario says, can't blame her for being skeptical. I didn't think it was possible either. Yeah, he continues with what I was saying. And isn't that top secret? I thought you didn't want anyone to know. Okabe says, crud! Part-time warrior, please keep what I just said a secret. So she knows now. Suzu says, sure, by the way... ... Part-time warrior glances at the Brawn Tube workshop. Oh, Suzu says, the boss is really ticked. Okabe says, why? Suzu says, the noise. Whatever you're doing up there, it's got the whole building shaking. Dust everywhere. Kinda like an air raid. Suzu continues. He was saying stuff like, what's that nutcase doing? I'ma raise his darn rent. She continues, maybe you should go apologize. Dario says, oh boy, what if he kicks us out? Okabe says, alright, leave it to me. Daru, go tell my assistant to lay off the experiments for now. Daru says, roger that, I won't forget you, soldier. Daru salutes, then races up to the second floor, probably panting. Oh, that soundtrack. Oh, that soundtrack. I love that. Dun, 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 dun. All right, here we go. Suzu. The music got serious. By the way, is Makise Kurisu here too? Oh. Okabe says, yeah. Come to think of it, she did pick a fight with Christina yesterday. Okabe asks, have you met before? Suzu says, no. Yesterday was first contact. Okabe says, first contact? Time to ponder. That's a strange way of putting it. Brief pondering. Okabe says, oh, really? Okabe continues. Weren't you a little hostile for a first contact? Suzu says, she's my enemy. What? I barely heard her. Her voice was so low. I'm about to ask her to repeat herself, but Suzu Suzuha is staring at the ground in silence. She obviously doesn't want to talk about this. Very interesting. Did she call Kurisu her enemy? But that doesn't make sense.
お、個人的な恨みがあるということか。しかし、初めて会ったのに。
Okabe says, "How can she be your enemy? You just met, right?"
まあね。
Suzu says, "Yeah."
何かあったのか？
Okabe says, "Did she do something to you?"
直接はないかな。
Suzu says, "Not to me." Playing this kind of wide circle game. Okabe says, "What does that mean?" She did something to someone else? Suzuha not talking, ...
なんなら、俺がクリスティーナに話をつけてもいい。
Okabe says, "If you want, I can go talk things over with Christina."
別にいいって。
Suzuha says, "It doesn't really matter."
もしかして、単なる逆恨みだったりするのか？
Okabe says, maybe you're blaming the wrong person?"
もう、しつこい。
Okay, she's getting agitated. Suzuha says, "Geez, give it a rest." She hits me with a glare. Okay.
岡部倫太郎さ、私のことより店長に謝りに行かなくていいの？
Suzuha says, "Anyway, shouldn't you apologize to the boss instead of talking to me?" Actually, I'm getting cold feet. But I am Hoin Kyoma, the mad scientist who brings chaos to the world. I can't falter now. I steel myself and enter the Brawn Tube workshop. Part-time warrior follows me inside. Here we go. Time to address Mr. Braun. Okabe says, "I have come." Mr. Braun is sitting at the counter inside, slurping delivery ramen. Even when I enter, he doesn't look away from the huge 42-inch CRT. It's showing some news show's report on some celebrity divorce. Part-time warrior doesn't say anything. She's just going to stand there and watch him rip me a new one. Alright, Mr. Braun. Tenouji. "Hey, Okabe. The heck are you doing up there?" Straight to the punch. He doesn't take his eyes off the TV, nor does he stop slurping his ramen. Yet despite his sedentary posture, he exudes extraordinary pressure. But now is not the time to falter.
実は世紀の実験中でしてね。すなわち人類の科学史を塗り替えるタイム。
Okabe says, "We're currently conducting experiments that will change the course of human history. The discoveries we make today will shape the world for Mr. Braun says, "I don't care what games you guys play. I'm the owner of this building. Got it?" He continues, "And the building's really worn out. You keep shaking it like that, you could bring the whole darn thing down on our heads. Better keep quiet about the dent in the floor."
ミスター・ブラウンよ。まさかこのビル、耐震偽装物件ではなかろうな。
Okabe says, "Very interesting, Mr. Braun. Don't tell me you forged this building's earthquake safety certificate." Oh, jeez, he's just trolling. Mr. Braun says, "What if I did?" Holy crud. Maybe we should seek shelter soon.
んと補強工事はした。だがな、いくらなんでもおめえらは揺らしすぎだ。
Mr. Braun says, "It's been properly reinforced, but regardless, you guys are still shaking it too much."
このビルの一つや二つ崩壊したからなんだというのです。
Okabe says, So what if a few buildings collapse? Jeez. What's that? Mr. Braun says.
我らが行っている実験は何度も言うが人類の科学史、いや人類の歴史そのものを塗り替えるような壮大な内容なのです。
Okabe says, As I've said countless times before, our current experiment is of vital importance to the history of science. No, to the history of human civilization itself.
このビルをあと10年延命させるよりよほど意義のあるものだ。
Okabe says, It's more important than prolonging this building's lifetime for another 10 or so measly years. The building starts shaking again as soon as I finish speaking. Flakes of concrete start falling from the ceiling. The 42-inch CRT's image goes to static. Darn it, Daru, what are you doing? I thought I told you to stop the experiments. Oh.
Okabe!
Mr. Braun says, Okabe. Yeah, jackhammer, whatever. Holy heck, look at those guns. Look at those muscles. Wow. Gosh dang. He's glaring at me. He's gonna get pummeled.
なんか落ちてきたぞ。ラーメンに入ったろうがどうしてくれるんだ。とにかくこれ以上揺らすんじゃねえ。
Mr. Braun says, The ceiling is falling. You dummy. Some got into my ramen. What are you gonna do about it, huh? No more shaking.
でないと家賃を1万上げる。
Continues, Or I'll raise your rent by 10,000 yen. What? If you raise it 10,000 yen, we're ruined.
任せるがいいミスターブラウン。我が名誉にかけて今日はもう揺らさないと誓おう。
Okabe says, Leave it to me, Mr. Braun. On my honor, I swear there won't be any more shaking today. With that, I race out of the Braun Tube workshop. Man, he's muscular.
クリスティーナ、今すぐ実験は中止だ。
Okabe says, Christina, stop the experiments at once. Oop. When I burst into the lab, I find the three of them in the middle of lunch. Mayuri has juicy chicken number 1. Daru has a convenience store boxed lunch. Karisu's eating cup noodles with a fork.
ごめんねおかり。今マユシが唐揚げを温めようとしたんだけどね。
Mayuri says, Sorry, Okarin. Mayushi tried to warm up some chicken.
ついいつもの癖で逆回転させちゃって、ついでだから放電させてみたの。
She continues, I accidentally put it through reverse rotation and then it started sparkling.
そうか。
Okabe says, I see.
あんたにメール届いてるはずだけど、見てないの？
Karisu says, I sent you an email. Didn't you get it? Your sarcasm is not appreciated, Christina. You know as well as I do that my phone is still attached to the phone wave, name subject to change. I disconnect my phone from the phone wave, name subject to change, while grinding my teeth. Oh, there. One more, please. One more, please.
ふざけるな。ミスターブラウンに睨まれるのは俺なのだぞ。
He's under pressure. Stop messing around. I'm the one who has to deal with Mr. Braun.
5日も前に忠告したのに。
Oh, that wink. Karisu says, But I gave you 5 days of advance notice. Well, yeah, the timestamp's from 5 days ago, but...
店長、怒ってた？
Daro says, was he mad?
ああ。殺意の波動を感じた。
Okabe says, yeah, I could feel his killing aura. Daro turns pale, but the two girls don't seem to care. And with that, we are out of time. So thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more of the Steins Gate visual novel. This is enough for now. So I will see you up ahead. Take her cool.